I think we live. I think we live. What up, beautiful people? I think got fresh to death. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready, Freddie. I am ready, Freddie. I am ready. How you doing? How your mama doing? How your daddy doing? How your cousins doing? As you come into the live, make sure you click that thumbs up. Make sure you drop your cities in the chat. Let me know where you're from so I can show some love if you wasn't in class and now you're here. What's poppin'? What's poppin', beautiful people? The sound is different? The sound's not good? Don't tell me that. I need to go back to, I need to go to my phone? Damn. It don't sound good? We good? So? Hold on, let me turn the sound up, nigga. Let me turn the sound up. There we go. Sounds good? We good? We Gucci? Let's get some eights in the chat. We Gucci? What up, Nino? What up, Marty Mar? What's poppin', baby? So, yo, the name of this live and mindset on a Monday, on literally what day? The 17th of March? March 17th, 3/17/2025. 3/17/2025 almost means we're almost going into 90 days into 2025. People had New Year's resolutions in J1, and I want to know where you're at. Because when you learn the wrong thing well, you do it for a very long time. It's March already. Samantha, it's March already. It's March already. Everybody hit that like button, share the lives. Like literally, if you know somebody that is struggling with mental issues, anybody struggling with consistency in their life, anybody that is struggling to level up financially, send them this live. Send them this live. You will be doing them a really good favor. You'll be doing them a really good favor. Top chat, live chat, all messages. There we go. Let me see all messages. I want to see all messages. Killing it. 85% of the New Year's goals. Still fire. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I literally took some notes this morning. And y'all know I just come on mindset and kind of like just open my mind up. But today, I'm highly prepared. I'm highly prepared. I'm highly prepared because as children, we were told to behave. We were told to sit quiet. We were told that there was only one right answer. And we were told that you must go to school, go to college, get a job, get married, have kids, buy a house, buy a car. This is exactly what we told. Put some eights in the chat if you were told this as a child. Put some eights in the chat if this was proper guidance that the elders gave you while you were coming up and you were trying to be ambition, inspirational. You were trying to literally level up. The 13, 14-year-old you had dreams, aspirations, and your parents told you in order for those dreams to come true, you must keep your record clean. You must have least solid credit, stay out of trouble, go to college, get a job. And if you don't get a job, go to the military, get some stability in the military. Put some ones in the chat if you thought the stability was going to come from the military. I know we got a lot of military heads in here. So through that, individuals that is literally dropping the ones and the twos in the chat. Watch this. I wrote this note down. They sold you college, but they never taught you ROI. Do you understand how powerful that is? Let me say that again. They sold us on college, investing in college, paying for tuitions, paying for semesters. But they never told us about the ROI. They never taught us about the return on investments. Never taught us. 1 second, the news people call. I'm gonna lie, right? I'll call you right now. They never told you that. Do you understand how important that is? Most people, right now, Samantha just said, I don't even use my college degree. Put a 5 in the chat if you have a college degree. Put a 5 in the chat if you have a college degree. Put a 5 in the chat if you have a college degree. Look at the 5s. Look at the 5s. Look at the 5s. Put a 2 in the chat if you're using your college degree. What up, JB?
What's up, man?
Put a 2 in the chat if you're using. Because if you knew what the ROI was for back then, your investment into the institution, you would have took more serious. Look at this. Lakita said, I'm using my shit. Twan using it. There we go. We got a lot of people using it. We got a lot of people using it. We got a lot of people using it. Amen. Amen to that. Amen to that. I like it. I like it. Now watch this. After I said that, if they taught us about the ROI and you would have realized that the return on your investment would take a lot longer, or you almost have to go do something different to literally try to get some of your money back or just pay the debt. They said college equals success, but skip teaching you debt analysis. I learned debt analysis by becoming a proper businessman, start understanding expenses. They said college equals success, but skip debt analysis. They didn't teach you how to calculate your return on investment. They ignored high earning trades and recession-proof skills. These are notes that I wrote down. Number 1, they sold you college but never taught you ROI. They said college equals success but skipped debt analysis. They didn't teach you how to calculate your return on investment. They ignored high earning trades and recession-proof skills. They pushed degrees that was not marketable skills. A worthless degree with debt is modern day financial prison. This is my notes from the morning. Y'all better put some fire in the chat. A degree with debt is modern day financial prison. Ew. Put some 5s in the chat if you got debt from college. Put 5s in the chat if you got debt from college. I did another note. I got like 7 notes right here, so y'all bear with me today. Y'all bear with me today. They made you memorize dates. Look at this. They made you memorize dates, but they never taught you how to compound on interest. They made you memorize Christmas, Valentine's Day. They made you memorize St. Patty's Day. They made you memorize Thanksgiving. They made you memorize Labor Day, Columbus Day, MLK Day. They made you memorize all of that shit. But they just failed just to teach you what compound interest is. Watch this. You know when the War of 1812 happened, but they never taught you how money multiplies over time. They skipped the rule of 72 passive incomes and dividends. And they told us about the 72 virgins, Lakita. Assalamu alaikum. Understand what I'm telling y'all. When people think of the number 72, they think about the virgins. They don't think about the 72 passive incomes. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. I already got the alphabet community out of me. I ain't trying to have the Muslim community out of me. That motherfucker get pissed when they get up there and they realize, they're like, where the girls at? I don't know about y'all, but I don't want 72 virgins. Give me 72 sluts up there, you know what I'm saying? I want 72 bad ones. All natural. Let me stop. Y'all gotta understand, I'm a comedian and I'm trying to spit game right now on knowledge. You know, Trent with me. Trent with me. What a sluts and who need virgins? Ain't nobody trying to break 72 people in. I want them wide open. I'm trying to Michael Phelps, you know what I'm saying? From lane to lane, lane to lane. I'm Michael Phelping. Let me stop. Let me stop. They made you think 100K in savings was security. They also made you think seeking a $100,000 a year salary was security as well. How many people used to say, man, if I can make 6 figures, I'm good. If I can make $100,000 a year, I'm good. Put some ones in the chat. They made you think that 100K security was really, really good, but 100K ain't shit. Said, bro is dressed like a hipster. Why? Because I got a flannel on and a beanie? It's fucking 33 degrees outside. I got a bald head. I'm dressed warm, not a hipster. The rich get richer because they understand time is money, not going and literally giving your time for money. Let me say that again. The rich get richer because they understand time is money. They don't give up their time to clock in for money. That's facts on facts. Said this apartment is way too clean. What's wrong with that? Chicken on biscuits? What's wrong with a clean apartment, bro? I got chicken on the stove over there. What's wrong with a clean apartment, bro? That means mature. That means focus. My bed is made. That means prepared. That means clear goals. That means ready to start today when most people still rolling out their bed, scratching their ass. I'm fresh to death. Already worked out. Already taught 30 minutes. Dropped gems on the world. And now I'm literally teaching mindset. Listen. They trained you to fear debt. See, most individuals fear debt. While the rich gets richer off debt. What time is it there? It's 8:12. I live on the West Coast, so for me it feels like it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Granddad, is that you? Yeah. Yes, it is me. Where your grandma at? So I can knock the dust off that thing. Dust them tennis balls off. Where your grandma at so I can get them tennis balls off her ass so she can start moving properly with this 888 energy. Why you try to call me granddad? Where your grandma at? I'm not the regular grandpa. I'm lit, fit, full of shit, and ready. I stay ready. Where your grandma, sir? Where your grandma? Stay focused. Because they told us debt is bad. These are all my notes right here from the morning when I was in the gym. But they never explained good debt versus bad debt. So let me put a one in the chat if you don't understand good debt versus bad debt. And if you do not understand that, this is your homework. Because the name of this mindset is, how do you know that you learned the wrong thing well? And if you don't know the difference between good debt and bad debt, then you need to go research that. You need to go research that. And this is something that you can literally go figure out on your own, and then you put that work in and come up with questions that you can ask an individual that knows the difference between good debt and bad debt, and then you can get proper solutions to answers that you're already seeking. And then it stays in there and 100% start becoming a vibrant movement of your movement. You understand that? Because movement is frequency. Let's go. So the minute you start understanding good debt versus bad debt, you're going to realize that they skipped leverage. They did not teach you how to leverage. They did not teach you about real estate loans, business credit. How many people just now seeing individuals that are literally credit hustling? Put some ones in the chat. Put some ones in the chat. If you realize people are out here credit hustling now, meaning they're building people's credit and they're charging out the ass for it. Get this guy out of here. How do I put this guy out of here? Hide this guy. There we go. Yeah, watch this. People are hustling credit. People are literally telling you like, yo, give me 5 racks. I'll put you down as an authorized user. That authorized user is a credit card that I've had over 15 years. It has a $30,000 credit limit on there. So if I take and put you that has a 560 credit score and literally don't have no negatives like some evictions or some repos, if you ain't got none of that on your name, I can put you on as an authorized user, and then that will boost your credit score. See, people are selling that type of stuff out here. People are selling that type of stuff. So they don't teach you how to leverage. They don't teach you how to leverage your debt. They don't teach you how to take proper real estate loans. So people are going and buying homes that are becoming liabilities on them. Ooh, let me say that again. People are going and buying homes that are not becoming assets, they're becoming liabilities. And when your real estate investment becomes a liability, it's no longer an asset. This is what people fail to realize. If your home is a prison that you can't leave or can't do anything extra because of the mortgage, because of the upgrades, because of this, then you have literally put yourself in prison. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Meanwhile, the wealthy, they use debt to buy income producing assets. See, there's a major difference between a regular asset and then an income producing asset. I'm just putting you on game. These are just all my little notes. If you fear debt, you will always be owned by those who control it. If you fear debt, you will always be owned by the individuals who control debt. Let me say that again. If you fear debt, you will be always controlled and owned by those who literally control it. So this is why it's key. This is why it's key to truly understand your movement and what you're creating and the expenses that you're creating, the money that you're circulating versus spending. Because if I physically work hard for money, I literally don't go spend it. Hold 1 second. Yo, JB, close your door, bro. You're loud as hell. If 100% you start understanding how to move and you start understanding what you're doing in this lifestyle, gotta tell him, you know what I'm saying? We live right now. We live wire. We live wire right now, you know what I'm saying? So let's keep going. I'm gonna give you guys a few more nuggets that I got down here. Now watch this. They taught you to save money, but they didn't tell you that saving money makes you poor. Let me say that again. They taught you to save money, but they did not tell you saving money makes you poor. Because when you save it, money don't make money. And the only reason why money moves is because you taking it and spending it on a vacation. You taking it and going and buying something for a lump sum. You're taking it because someone needs to borrow it. So only you are making it move, and you only make it move down. And then you go physically work, get that extra, and then you put it back in there. Put some ones in the chat if you live in that lifestyle. Congratulations, you learned the wrong thing well. And the beautiful thing about knowing that you learned the wrong thing well is that you don't have to do that forever. Let me make this statement. It is never too late to start something that you plan on doing forever. And if you plan on having a better relationship with money, you better start now. There's not a better time right here, right now, to be alive and to start understanding financial literacy, start understanding assets, start understanding liability, start understanding proper plans. Did you know if we truly go into a recession, what is the first thing you should do going into a recession? Somebody type it in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat if you have no clue. I've been to 2 or 3 recessions in 2 different countries already. Tell me with a 2 in the chat if you have no clue what to do if a recession hit. What is the first thing one should do? Talk to me. Let's go. Twos. Invest. 2. Let me tell you, since I already see the 2s. Step number 1 when you're going into an investment, into a recession, it's not investing. It's stop and do an inventory check. Let me tell you what you got to do. You got to do an inventory check to understand what liabilities do I have and what assets do I have. And the second thing you do in a recession is get rid of as many liabilities as you possibly can and start enhancing your assets during the recession. Take the liabilities out of the play. And guess what happens? When you start doing the calculation and the due diligence of your liability inventory, you're going to realize it's 9 out of 10. It's not property, it's people. Liquidate the liabilities. And liabilities is not always material. Liabilities are people. If you got a nagging, dragging, literally heavy ass individual next to you that is keeping you from going where you need to go, then you got to cut the cord on that motherfucker immediately. Day one of the recession. Day one of the recession. You got anybody dragging you down, holding you back, feeling like you, man, I just can't get ahead with this motherfucker. You got to let them go. It can be your mama, your daddy, your cousin, your granny, your uncle, your friend, it don't matter, your neighbor, it don't matter. If they holding you back, let it go. That's the first thing you do. And then when you do that, and you cannot go through a recession and come out of a recession with more liabilities than you had going into the recession, you learned the wrong thing well. And now you're looking for something to blame. Because if you're looking for something to blame, then you're no different than the individuals in the complaint line. He said, Dad, what's the best possibility life that someone could live? A free one. A free one. And we're not talking finances. We're talking mental free peace. Peace of mind. That's the most fruitful life. That's the most fruitful life. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's stay focused. Let's stay focused. Inflation erodes savings daily. So when you start talking about why does saving make you poor, people don't know why it makes you poor. So watch this. Watch this. The system tells you to save while they print trillions. They never mention that the dollar loses value every year. So the wealthy don't save it, they invest it. And if you're saving, you're silently getting robbed. Jesus. This is the truth. If you're saving money right now, you're saving money for something. You're silently getting robbed because the dollars that you're saving are losing value by the day, by the second, by the hour. I can go on the charts. I was posting literally like a week ago when I was in my studio and I was just showing people. I said, yo, the difference between the administrations and the price of oil. And people get so fucking emotional because they just don't like Donald Trump and they start telling me, Donald Trump didn't take the price of oil down. Donald Trump didn't do this. No, Donald Trump didn't. Donald Trump was pro-America. So when his administration was in, gas, oil, everything was cheaper. That you cannot deny. And soon as 2020 hit, COVID hit, all of this shit happened, everything went up. And everybody want to blame COVID when everybody know COVID was an actual pandemic. These are facts. Everybody knew it was a pandemic. Everybody knew it was a pandemic. So if you're saving, you're silently getting robbed. 100%. Now watch this. They never taught you that a job can't make you rich. They told you getting a job, a good job, will make you stable. They never told you that a job can never make you rich. Sales, yes, but a basic job, never. They made you think a high salary equals success, when the real success is entrepreneurship. Now, entrepreneurship is not for everybody. Like everybody has an opportunity, but not every opportunity is for everybody. But when you start talking about leveling up and wanting the best for your children, why would you want your children to be put in the same system that you barely getting by on? That your mama barely got by on, your sister barely getting by on, your cousin struggling with. Why you want your kids to even endure that? Somebody said winter is coming. You know what I was taught in the country? Even in the wintertime, you should be able to have steaks in the freezer. You can take that gym however you like. Even in the wintertime, you should have steaks in the freezer. So when times are cold, when it's cold outside, you still got a good steak on the table. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking from the country. I was talking from the country, in the sticks. Even in the winter, you better at least still have a steak in the freezer. So when it get cold outside, you still can eat good. Just saying, this is why we learn in young ages how to go out in the woods and get our food. This is why we learn how to create skills that does not revolve around financial benefits. They revolve around life skills. Because financial literacy is one skill set. Having life skills is a whole nother skill set. You know how many rich dumbasses I know? You know how many wealthy people that won't survive a day in Little Rock, Arkansas in the woods? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know how many bums I know with Lambos? Y'all don't get what I'm just saying. You know how many bums I know with Lambos? I'm just saying. Salaries cap you. Ownership does not. Let me say that again. Salaries cap you. Ownership does not. The wealthiest people don't work for jobs, they just own assets. I don't know how many times I have to say, the 9 to 5 is a trap and it's the modern day economic slavery. And that's why I always say, when they released and gave us segregation was the worst thing that happened in the history, because what they did was saying no longer do we need to slave them, we can slave everybody. And if you start talking about who is the minority here, guess who is the minority here? Guess who? Type in who is the minority here in America right here, right now. I'm going to drop dimes on y'all right now. I'm going to drop dimes on y'all right now. Type in the chat right now who is the minority group right here in America. Talk to me. Talk to me. Let's talk color. Let's talk color. What is the most colored minority group here in America right now? White people not the minority. White people are the majority. White people are the majority. White people are the majority. So when you start talking about majority living in a system that is literally meant to slave everybody, guess who are slaved more? See, people don't want to hear the truth. There's more white people on Section 8 than there is black people. When people start screaming about the DEI, black people ain't even the face of DEI. So I don't even understand why you represent it. If you look at the list of DEI hires, black people are like number 7 on that list. White people, number 1. If we just talking color, slavery doesn't see color. I'm just saying, if you Muslim, assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. My brother, my sister. It's everywhere. But we're talking, Barbara, we're just talking about right here. Because we're living right here. And a lot of people got such a messed up perception of where they living at right here, right now. And they're thinking of old times when it was just specifically for people, or a random group of people, when it's for everybody now. And if you don't go through the first 4 steps, understanding return on investment, understanding good debt versus bad debt, doing a real due diligence checks on what liabilities do you have versus the assets that you have. And if you're working in the 9 to 5 and you don't own assets right now, you will never create them. Let me say that again. If you're working in the 9 to 5 right now and you do not have any assets, you yourself will never create them. You're going to have to break out of the 9 to 5 to be able to create them. Because you're someone else's passive income. As long as you're someone else's passive income, you're never going to create passive income. It's literally just that simple. So I don't understand how people don't realize that we have overall learned the wrong thing well. Barbara said, what'd you say, Barbara? Hold on, let me see. What you said, Barbara? Barbara said, but you look mixed race, so what are you talking about? I'm not fucking mixed. My mama black, my daddy black, and I'm from fucking Little Rock, Arkansas. I ain't no white person in my family. I'm just high yellow. And that's the beautiful thing about our people. Two black people can get together and create a dulce leche, brother. Two white people get together, they create vanilla. My mom and daddy got together and created salted caramel. Barbara? You know what I'm saying? My sister dark, my other sister dark, and I'm brown. Caramel. That's the beauty about melon. Sweetheart. Stop drinking, Barbara. Stop drinking the sauce, Barb. I look mixed. I love you though, Barbara. I love you. I'm just saying. This is tough love. This is tough love. I don't say, girl, I'm 100% thoroughbred, full-blooded black stallion, girl. Should I? I can do push-ups with no hands, Barbara. You know what I'm saying? I make the whole room get dark right now, Barb. I thought you were going to tell me I'm Dominican. Well, I'm not black. I'm not black. I'm not black. Let's stay focused. Let's stay focused. So we're in this thing for literally 30 minutes right now. And I just gave you guys 5 points to realize why we have learned the wrong thing well. And in order to literally break that, I know black. I know black. What do I need to do research on? What I need to do research on, Barb? Please tell me what I need to do research on. Please tell me, because I'm dead right now. Please tell me, Barb. What do I need to do research on? Are you a white lady? Barb, are you a white lady? I love my white people, but we finna fuck up Barb right now. Barb, are you a white lady? Are you a white lady using your thumbs right now to talk shit in the live and the mindset, break the whole distracting the whole mindset of learning the wrong thing well? Sit your ass down, Barbara. I don't care if you're 65. Sit your ass down and listen and learn something. Sit your ass down, Barbara. Keep scrolling. 100%. There's more. She said, Barbara. Oh yeah, for sure. But we're not gonna call her names. We're gonna show love. I'm just telling her this is discipline. Sit your ass down. Give me some push-ups, Barb. Which you probably can't do. You probably can't do. You're probably on Ozempic right now, so it's okay. You probably eat watermelon seeds and get full like you had a Thanksgiving meal. Like, what did you have for breakfast, Barb? Oh, I just ate a couple of watermelon seeds and some light lettuce and some diet ice. I am 54 years old, black British. Black British. Just sound like you a dark white girl. Sound like you a highly tan black girl, Barb. No, I'm just teasing you, Barbara. Don't take it offense. It's just like you being in one of my comedy shows and speaking while I'm speaking, and I get on your ass. So I ain't got nothing but love for you, Barbara. But sit your ass down. And do me search over research, please. Here in America, here in America, here in America, here in America, there's more white people on a broken system than there is anybody. This is the purpose that I'm telling you. Because the reason why I say what I say, there's no power, there's nothing more powerful right here, right now, than a well-equipped, educated, motivated, driven individual, no matter what color he is or she is. You can do whatever you want to do in life, right here, right now, but you must have a proper plan. Not only do you must have a proper plan, but you must have it down to the details. And if you don't put it down to the details, when you're moving on a daily basis and you start running up on hurdles and you start running up on the British barbs, you're going to start getting distracted and you're not going to be able to take the couple steps back and look at the plan and say, yo, I was right here, but I have to make a detour, so let's figure out how we do from here to here and then, boom, get back moving. This is what we have to do. Because when you learn the wrong thing well for a long time, you pass that down. It is already crucial that your grandparents passed it to your parents and they passed it to you, which brings you here with me. So as all of us learn, because we all went to college, we all went to school, we all in the workforce. I'm just a business owner, but at one point I was in the workforce playing basketball, doing mixed martial arts, owning literally like I've been there. I've been there. So now we're all here. We're all here right now. I'm just an educator. I just got the mic in my hand. But I'm openly telling you guys, when you learn the wrong thing well, you do it for a long time, but don't have to pass it down. It does not have to be generational. Yes, my other load of clothes is done. Understand that, beautiful people. Let me give you one more point, and then we're going to get up off of here because I got to get ready and I got to go. Never forget, they glorified home ownership, like what I told you. They glorified home ownership, but skipped the wealth gap of teaching you how to flip it. They taught you to buy a house and live in it. The worst thing an individual can do is day one, buy the dream home. The minute you move into a house, it depreciates because you're going to tear it up. The minute you start having family and kids in the house, you're going to tear it up. Oof. The minute you buy a car and drive it off the lot, it automatically depreciates. See, they don't teach you that. They don't teach you that. They made buying houses a dream, as I told you. They never taught you cash flow versus liabilities. They skipped real estate investing, leverage, and rentals. They convinced you to take on debt for 30 years. I'm just saying, these are all researchable statements that I personally researched and realized, yo, this is what they did. This is what they did. This is what they did versus what they should have been doing. Because if you just look at the opposite of everything that I just told y'all today, if you just look at the opposite of everything I told you today, 9 out of 10, we wouldn't be in the situations that we are in today. We will be much well off. No matter what your situation, no matter what your background, no matter what your education, no matter what your nationality, no matter what breed you are, Barb. Mixed breed, bully pit, full rot, German rot, does not matter. K9, Shih Tzu, whatever. Black UK, what's that? Uber Doodle or some shit like that. Doesn't matter, Barb. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter the color. What matters is knowing that you learned the wrong thing well and doing something about it. So that's what I want to give you guys today. And if any of these things related to you that you knew you've been taught and you find yourself in that same movement, don't teach your children this. Teach your children how to truly elevate. Teach your children about liabilities. There's so many books about liabilities, good debt versus bad debt, assets, how to do a due diligence checks on what you got going on in life, proper planning, proper preparation, prevents poor performance. There's like so much information out there for individuals to really do proper research. So you can start saying, you know what? I lived a certain lifestyle because I was just following really good advice at that time, but we're living in different times now. So therefore, let me just make sure I pass proper information down from the in-game adjustment that I had to do because I listened to my mom and my daddy who listened to their grandma, which was listened to my grandma, and now I'm realizing my grandma was struggling, my grandpa was struggling, my mom and daddy was just barely getting by. My mom's a housewife. My dad was working, but I never wanted for anything, never needed anything. So the sacrifice my dad made, man, am I willing to make those same sacrifices? Hell yes. But do I need to go drive a truck to do that? Hell no. You understand that? So it's time to be smarter, beautiful people. Work smarter and harder because hard work works. Never forget that. I love you guys. I love you guys. Y'all make the rest of your day the best of your day. Today is going to be epic. Today is going to be epic. I think they're canceling me right now, to be honest with you. I think they're canceling me. They're telling me, like, bro, we're not fucking with you. They already know what's up. I think they're canceling me right now. They already canceling me. Shanice, I appreciate the love. I appreciate your love. Everybody, like, you share, you get your screenshots. Let me get my glasses off. I think they're canceling me, Keith. I think they're canceling me. But it's all gravy. I love you guys. Y'all make the rest of your day the best of your day, beautiful people. Deuces, 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 deuces.